Alright, hello everyone, thank you for having me on Trashathon. I'm going to take you on a journey through Wisteria Lane. Create new family, okay. Anyone, do we have a name decision? So I can just randomize the clothing.
I think it's gotta be Karen. I don't think anybody donated, but this is the Karen name of all time, so it's gotta be Karen.
Okay, and any surnames? Suppose I can just randomize it. Alright, let me just make sure my live split is working. Yeah, okay. And I will start the timer when I gain control of the character. I'll let the intro and ending cutscenes play out because I think I'm going to finish in a much faster time than my estimate. Marathon effect. So this game was released on PC in 2006. It's on Abandonware if anyone wants to play it.
I think mostly of good things. Well-maintained lawns, and even better maintained housewives.
So I've never watched the TV show. Actually, I've watched 1 or 2 episodes. Wasn't really my cup of tea.
One that my friends and neighbors would do anything to cover up. While we all wish to be the person our neighbors envision us to be, there are always secrets we don't.
Any major Desperate Housewives fans here?
Some are secrets in name only, out in the open for all the world to see. While others find that no matter how much they try to
So the basic story so far is that we're just like new arrivals in Wisteria Lane. And in particular, we're the housewife.
Successful real estate broker in town, Edie Britt.
And the game is basically like The Sims, but with a plot.
A bad first impression
and fewer game mechanics than The Sims, which to some may be preferable to The Sims. People who prefer plots.
First impressions can often be misleading. When Edie first met her new neighbors, she thought.
And Edie is arriving at our house right now.
But as Edie and everyone else in the neighborhood will soon find out, there's no such thing as the perfect family.
To Wisteria Lane.
Alright, so quick tutorial.
Well done. Now let's
Move the camera,
With that, you are now
open the door,
your house in Wisteria Lane.
meet Edie.
I'm Edie. You are now involved.
So as you'll see, this game is entirely mouse driven.
This house.
But I still have my hand on WASD, there's no, can't do anything about that.
If you need anything, call me on my cell. Here's the number.
Alright, thank you, Edie. Okay, I'm supposed to talk to Miss Perfect over here. So Bree's inviting us to meet all the other housewives. That's, of course, important. We need to be in the group.
To look at it, your map button shows
And you can teleport between houses, which is very useful, even though it's not really that far.
Look at you. What?
Whoops, picked the wrong option there.
Make yourself at home.
Okay, there we go.
Now that we've gotten all the formal.
So most of this game I'm just going to be skipping through dialogue like this, and it doesn't really matter what options I pick, but I kind of want to pick the happy faces because I want to get on good terms with them. At some point in the game, I actually need to be friends with a certain number of people, and that's a bit RNG. And Edie is snooping through our mailbox. There's a whole side quest there I'm not going to bother with. And to finish day 1, I just need to cook. And I think French toast is the fastest. I've not really checked thoroughly. So yeah, this is the cooking minigame. There we go. And I'm going to cook it for like a microsecond.
Hey, honey, that smells really good. Sorry to scare you. Luckily, I'd love to hear that.
Alright, so our son kind of doesn't like the undercooked French toast, but the thing is he doesn't like it no matter how well you cook. So
That's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
that speaks wonders for the non-linearity of the dialogue in this game.
Well, you are.
So
Oh, don't worry. Thank you, honey.
have some quick sexy times with the husband, which I'll skip, and then that's the end of day 1. Day 2. It's not actually that bad a game. I can imagine people who are fans of the show would like the game, but the plot is actually pretty bad. And it gets worse towards the end of the game.
Hello there. We just wanted to. Oh, absolutely.
And now we meet the Foxes.
Well, maybe you can set up.
So, Daniel is a gay fashion designer, Frank is an ex-military IT guy. He's just going to invite himself into a house and set up our computers. Fine.
Now, what do you think of it? That facade. Well,
All right, I'm all done with that one. Are there any others you need set up?
And he's going to go upstairs to sort out the son's computer.
yeah. He was in the middle. After he finished his, I guess you could. Yes.
Are there cutscenes? Yeah, I'm going to skip all the cutscenes between missions. There's a cutscene before and after every mission.
And that's it. You're all set up.
Alright, he set up our computer, and we have an actual internet in this game. And at this point, I'm going to hire a caterer, gardener, and cleaning, because that's going to help with a later mission. We need to keep our house kind of good.
Remember, double-clicking on the house icons on your mini-map.
Alright, let's go to Susan's house.
Travel to that location, helping you to get
So this is
Hey, remember
Susan... No, this is Lynette.
this is okay.
Her kids stole Susan's painting, and instead of just opening up and giving the painting back, she wants us to actually break into her house and put the painting back. Because the game is forcing you to try out this sneaking mechanic, so let's do that then. Now, there's lots of objects around the house, and you kind of, if you walk past them, you knock them over, and then you get noise. They put a lot of effort into this sneaking mechanic. You can sneak into anyone's house and you can steal stuff and find their dirty secrets. I think this is the only sneaking we actually need to do for the speedrun.
I was just about to say, Metal Gear.
I can't thank you enough.
Hi.
How really?
Alright, so, what am I supposed to do? Okay, Foxes, is that right? Yeah. No, mailbox. For some reason I happen to know that there's something in my mailbox now, so let's check the mailbox.
Hey,
And we get a phone call from the husband.
wonderful. Oh, well.
So we're going to go to the other location in the game, which is downtown. We need to treat ourselves to a shirt, so let's just buy that. And we see our husband has a very attractive secretary, and as you can expect, that's going to be a thing later on. Whoops.
That's good.
So we've met the husband.
It's always nice to see. Oh, hey, they're from Paul. Oh, it's nothing that he was curious about.
Alright, now we talk to our therapist, who's conveniently the only other office in this building.
May I help you?
Yeah, so your husband was
And it kind of, the story comes out with the therapy sessions. We have amnesia because, as every good TV drama, must have retrograde amnesia at some point. So we don't remember anything that happened like prior to 1 year ago, I think. Very convenient. I don't know. Oh, my mission is now to watch TV. Okay. Why was that lady in our house? Okay.
He has absolutely no.
And while we're watching TV, we hear our son talking about killing people, so that makes us very alarmed. And it's pretty clear he's talking about a video game, but instead of actually asking him about it, we're going to go on a whole detective mission to find out what's up with the violent talking.
He just wants to 360 no scope.
I hope so. Well, first let's ask Susan, because she has a kid.
Hi. Not really. Why?
Blah, 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 blah. She doesn't know. Let's ask Lynette. She has got kids. Young kids, but they might still be capable of killing.
How are you?
She doesn't know. I think it's always the third person you ask that knows, or that points you in the right direction. Let's go to Bree.
You'd be amazed
Hello,
how young
neighbor.
some of the kids you see at
Are you all right? Oh,
Yeah, I imagine I would.
there was a report. So Please, you know some voices aid good.
There.
Sabri suggests we should ask this girl that our son has been spending a lot of time with that we didn't know about. So let's ask.
Hey, what's up? Let me
She's
guess.
not the girl that was in our house earlier, so I don't know why there was a girl in our house. Alright. She says talk to the foxes. I haven't been following the dialogue at this point, so... Talk to the foxes, why not?
Well, hello there. I'm doing well. Yes, it's perfect. Well, let's
Blah 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 blah. I think he tells
A
us
lot of times, he's my brother.
just Google it. So let's go home and Google it. Now we're going to Google the phrase that our son said, which
What
is...
does pwn some noobs mean?
That would take longer to type. I'm going to type utter war. Oh, it's a video game. Let's go have a chat with our son about finding video games. Blah 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 blah.
It's a I don't have to play. Are you... So wait, if I...
Day 2. So I don't think we've had any of the main plot emerge yet. Just going about our housewife business.
I
We
like
often fool
the
ourselves
trivia
into
questions on
believing that
OnlyFans.
true perfection is unattainable
Pa-
when others enter the equation. This can seem impossible.
Apologies, I might need to turn down my game audio so I can hear you better.
It's fine, I'm not saying anything of any importance.
Okay. You can ask the question again, I should be able to hear you.
I was commenting, I really like the trivia on the tutorials,
Oh yeah.
or on the load screens. So what was Dr. Goldfine's first name?
Yeah, that's quite a nice touch for people who are fans of the game. Alright, so I'm going to hire some services. Talk to Etta, who's another neighbor we haven't met. And then we're going to go talk to Susan. Can't remember why. Ah! So in the opening cutscene, which I skipped, we found ladies' underwear in our son's laundry. So now we're doing detective work to find out what's up with the ladies' underwear. Either he's wearing ladies' underwear, which of course is perfectly fine, or someone's been coming and leaving their ladies' underwear in his laundry.
Well, hello there.
So let's talk with Bree.
Actually,
She says the teacher might have something to do with it. Now this is a really disturbing part of the game.
Hello.
So yeah, his teacher has been having sex with our underage son, and he stopped having sex with her because he's now got a girlfriend, and she's demanding that he continues their sessions, or she'll fail his grades. And I'm sorry to say that the speedrun optimal route here is to call her back and say, we will comply. And now we're gonna have to break... No. So... And our son is really not happy to hear this. You can see his reaction here.
Like,
Which teacher? She's
oh
great.
my god.
lie.
This is,
Statutory rape, yeah.
I thought I was gonna, not be shocked by anything, but holy shit.
Hey, welcome.
That
Speedrun optimal, baby.
Yeah.
Not a...
So, skip through this. They put poker in the game, that's pretty cool.
Another hit.
Plenty of gossip here. We're going to talk to Fox. He's going to tell us that there's a kind of best neighbor, best housewife competition.
Actually,
And we want to win this. We have to win this. Or we don't proceed in the game. Now, there's some RNG here, depending on how much you've already accomplished. Okay, my RNG is not good this time. If you're lucky, you don't have to befriend anyone because they're already all your friends. So we're gonna have to do some befriending. First of all, we should get the garden tidied up. So there's a whole gardening thing here. Kill the pests. Oh, terrible weed RNG. It's usually like 3 or 4. Where are these people I'm paying the gold service for? They're supposed to come and do this. Okay. And if I plant... Oh, I can plant level 3 plants. So I should be able to qualify pretty quickly after I planted these. Oh, I think I actually need to water them for it to count. No phone call. Wasn't good enough. Okay, we'll leave it a while and see if it gets better. Okay, what else can we do? Can upgrade the couch, because apparently to be a good housewife you have to have a good couch. So that's tick that one. Okay, we need to talk to Mike. I'm going to leave the befriending things to last, because actually your relationship improves over time. Okay, we'll go to sleep. So, yeah, at 10 PM you have to go to bed. Well, actually, you can stay awake, but the only thing you can really do is, what's going on? Okay, that was a bit buggy.
We do appreciate we leave our high heels on when we go to bed.
Yeah, they use the same clothing that they use for seduction. And by the way, you can seduce anyone in the, any male in the town. Can't seduce females, unfortunately. Mike. So we're going to talk to the handsome bachelor in town.
Hello. How are you? What's going on?
He says Eto is accusing his dog of destroying her garden. So let's go deal with Eto. We see it's the kids, the neighborhood kids, but instead of doing all the detective work, let's just bribe Eto $2,000 to shut up about it. Come here. Hey.
Hello. I haven't had a chance to...
I have to be careful with the options here, because if I pick the wrong thing, I get more side missions.
If I make do well, if you... Why, you see there's a beautiful brooch down at...
Alright, we managed to skip one of the side missions she tried to give us by telling her to just piss off. Let's tell Mike his dog's name is cleared, which we were willing to pay $2,000 for.
That's just... I would say that's shocking, but that we're still nowhere close to it.
Yeah. Alright, need to go visit the therapist. After all the things we've been doing, we talk a bit more about the amnesia. Yeah, we basically visit our therapist every day.
He looks a lot like that Hide the Pain Harold meme.
Alright, unfortunately these things didn't resolve on their own, so I might need to do some more gardening.
I do appreciate that the game's specific that we have a Chrysler Pacifica.
Yeah. Okay, only 3 weeds this time. Where's the other weed? Oh, there. I hope this is not going to take a long time. Ah, we got the phone call. We have a nice garden. So we've finished that. Okay, we managed to resolve one of the friends on it as time passed, but we still need to befriend Susan.
Hey, we run into each other. Are you?
Best way to do this is just socialize and leave time running. I think we need about 60. It's going up slowly. There we go. Alright, we can tell Daniel now we're eligible to be the best housewife. Day 5. So they're getting ready for the awards. Or the competition, at least. It's got me with Daniel, who's standing in the... This is annoying because you have to... There we go.
Ah, you're here.
This is a really long and annoying mission. You have to go back and forth a lot. So he says he needs a piece of fabric, so let's go to Gabby because she knows fabrics. And let's stand awkwardly on her porch waiting for her to call and tell us she knows about fabrics. Because only then can we knock on the door.
What now?
Bit of a fight going on there.
Glad you could make. I'll save you some time. And a lot of time. I suggest we make. I give you the.
So she says, "Okay, I'll give you the fabric, but you have to cook me a meal." Okay. I think it's a reference to one of the episodes on the TV show where her husband challenged her to cook a pineapple upside down cake. So we're going to cook our infamous mediocre undercooked French toast. Because I think that's the fastest. I never really took enough time to check. But we're going to be cooking a lot of French toast in this game. And just a microsecond.
The coffee talk run we had earlier in the marathon where you just... Somebody orders something, yeah, forget it, you're getting espresso.
Alright, now we give her the meal.
So tell me, are you just don't?
Oops, I clicked the wrong option. There we go. Blah blah blah. Okay, she gives us the fabric, and then he's gonna give us another request. He wants us to go pick up a shipment of his. Let's go do that. Did I? Yes, okay. Okay, we're doing an unnecessary amount of work for him today.
Hi, how can I?
And she tells us, you don't have a shipping label.
Contact him, or if you
Alright, just go drive back to the suburbs and tell Daniel he didn't give us the shipping label. It's a relief that you can speed up time in this game.
I'm a bit bogged down right now.
And he tells us the shipping label's in his house, so this is basically a plot device for overhearing a mysterious phone call that Frank is having, which will become important later on. And now, do we have enough time? I think so. To get back to the shops.
Did you find the shipping number? Alrighty then. Oh yeah. So
Okay, I think at this point it's better to just wait until 10 PM and it will teleport us back home instead of going home. I don't know if that was actually optimal, but whatever. Let's go outside. Okay. No, don't come back in the house. Okay, fine.
Mr. Fox.
Mysterious guy in a trench coat. Not at all suspicious.
Hey, you're back. So you're going to look. So you can keep the dress. Nuts. Oh, hey, I've actually been up to now. That's not to say great.
Oh, now he wants us to collect summaries from everyone in
Did you come back because you decided?
In all the eligible housewives. So let's go do that. Susan.
Hey.
Edie calls us and tells us she wants us to sabotage the ceremony. I think it's slower to do that, so I'm not going to do that.
You don't need. Oh well. Oh.
Okay, we have one summary. Annette.
Hey there. Oh.
Bree. Bree?
Oh, hi. How are... Oh, how...
Okay. And Gabrielle.
Oh, hey. When I get started, I always... An MC. I know. Just... Good luck.
Did I do it? Yeah, okay, so...
Did you finish collecting all the summaries for me? Thanks. I still haven't got... What did you want me to... Good.
And now we need to quickly... Oh, we need to wait for a call. Edie gives us another chance to sabotage the event, and we warn Daniel.
What? How could something like this... Yes.
So, crisis averted. And now, just kind of standing around. This mysterious guy shows up.
Not that you... You're right.
He almost looks like some sort of mob boss. And then this mysterious guy shows up. He almost looks like some sort of secret agent.
Your mind is all... Never mind. I'll do that.
They may or may not become relevant later on in the game.
Listen up, people.
Okay. We're on day 6. The plot is starting to emerge now.
Good morning, neighbor. How are you today?
Edie turns up and lets herself in.
Vincent is interested in...
We don't have a choice in that. She's showing this guy around our house. Our house is not for sale. It's a bit weird. I think the suggestion is she's showing us what these houses are like.
Unlike this kitchen, all of the new... all the windows are double glazed and provide a major savings on heating and cooling. The new development...
I'm not a big fan of covering up my windows. I like to
Mm-hmm.
look...
Well, okay.
Aren't we going to check out the upstairs? I'm interested in the...
Right. That was weird. Let's open the mailbox.
Are you busy?
Got a call. What was I supposed to do? Talk to Gabby? Ah, I remember now. So I found a mysterious locket in my mailbox. And I go to Gabby because, I don't know, she might know about lockets.
Well, come in and I'll see what I can do for you. What's the problem?
Okay.
No idea who gave you no. Wow, I'm speaking. He had my address.
And now we go to Lynette. Can't remember why.
Oh hey.
Just to check in on her.
Oh well, that's really... Thank you so much.
Alright, and we'll go to Bree's house and stand awkwardly outside her house. Wait for a phone call. Oh, they got the TV on.
Ready to claim its prey. On this day, however, its prey are not listless spawning salmon.
Phone call's not coming.
Hi, honey. It's me. Well, how is it?
Alright, so our husband wants to stay late and we're really suspicious because, of course, he has the secretary. So we ask Bree,
That would be nice.
who just
Come on in and sit down.
knows about
What's
dealing
up?
with husbands.
Oh, well,
She suggests we should drop in unannounced,
you know there might...
out of love. And our therapist calls in, of course. So let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone and head to the downtown. Drop in.
Hello. What? I'm sure he's... Look, I just thank you.
Bit of a spat.
All right, honey. Don't be ridiculous.
Well,
Okay.
I'll take my own car, so you...
Right. Just go deal with the therapist.
Welcome back. How have things been? So you were telling me. Oh my! And what did you have any? It sounds like you. So I take. So how do you?
So we're kind of digging into this amnesia a bit more. I think more memories are coming back. We still don't really remember what happened before last year.
Hello, do you have a few minutes to chat? Well, I'm a bit concerned about... It's Frank.
And Daniel says something's wrong with Frank. Because we're the person in town that deals with everyone's problems, we're gonna come see what's wrong.
Please go...
Okay. Frank. He's locked himself in his room. He seems to be afraid of something.
I know this is idiosyncratic, but I know.
And we find out she's a lawsuit junkie. Where am I supposed to go now? I guess the therapist. So what she does is she works for kind of rich husbands and then sues them for sexual harassment, and she usually wins. That's basically what she does. So let's have a chat with the therapist.
You know, it is I'm sorry to hear what it... Often it's helped. My suggestion, the point of couple... This secretary, the longer you put it in a...
And we find her girlfriend outside. So let's have a chat with her. And it becomes apparent... Well, we basically break the information to her that Jackie is just using her for inheritance. So now this all comes out in the open.
What is... sorry about that. And there's so... And the appointments...
There you are, Faith. I was looking all over for you. Oh, hi there, sweetie. I mean...
Jack.
And they break up.
Well, what can I say? Game well played. Don't act all...
And we managed to get rid of her. Hooray. We managed to keep our husband for now. For now.
Honey, don't be alarmed, but someone broke in.
So someone broke into our house and they put a knife into a poster. That's pretty scary. And meanwhile, our husband makes a sexist remark, and he's gonna play housewife today because he thinks it's so easy.
I'm sorry.
Alright, Frank has come and he's going to reveal to us that actually, when he set up our computer, he installed malware on our computer to route all his IP traffic through our machine. So the person who came to send the threatening note came to our house because they were going for him. Yeah. So we need to go find this guy in the trench coat because apparently he is involved. And he's just here at the shops.
Hello. I thought I might, so I guess. What did he tell you? He was in the wrong. I can't really tell. I have been fought. Just be careful.
Yeah, I mean, the plot is kind of on the side of ridiculous that makes it pretty funny to play. So apparently we're not that bothered about the malware installed on everyone's computer in the neighborhood. And Daniel asks us for a gun. And we're supposed to procure that for him because we're just the person that does everything for everyone. So this is a felony. I'm not licensed to have a gun, but I go to Mike, who has a gun. So Mike lends us his gun.
Wow, let me go get it for you.
So I think all three parties are committing a crime here. Mike is giving us the gun. We're passing the gun to Daniel. Daniel, who also is not licensed to have a gun, is going to hold on to the gun. Then again, I don't know the laws in Wisteria Lane.
I want to see it. Wow. Well, I can't bet your secret. Bye-bye.
Alright, so he's got his gun, he's happy. Another job well done. Okay, who's calling now? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know much about the different laws in different states.
Thank God you're here. It's starting to come to.
So Frank was beaten up.
I called you as soon as.
And the person who beat him up threatened to kill his partner, Daniel. And instead of going to the police... Well, okay, let's call Daniel first. We need to warn him.
Hello, this is Dan.
But he says, oh, there's two people at the door. I'm going to go answer it. So we lost contact with him. Instead of going to the police, we're going to just race over to his house and try to save him ourselves. Too late, he's dead.
It's alright. I never told. It's so cold. I'm so tired.
Okay. Rest in peace, Daniel.
In an idyllic
So today we have lots of detective work to do because, yes, thanks F's in chat for Frank.
May I speak with you for a moment?
So today we're going to do lots of detective work because apparently that's our job and not the police's job. Some somber music playing now.
Good day to you, ma'am. Is there... And what's that?
The policeman is not letting us in the house. But Edie comes to our rescue and seduces the policeman a bit into revealing some information.
Well, there you go.
Okay, let's call Frank.
Hello?
Now this is a puzzle in the game. It's a stupid puzzle. We have to go 1,
Sure. First and
4,
I'm down at the... They had me...
1,
They just were headed to it. And if that...
1,
Right, protect...
1. Basically, you have to say the right things in the right order, otherwise you have to start again. It was an attempt at a puzzle. I'll give them a pass.
Good day to you, ma'am. Is there something... But thanks. You know what? Because I take my... I plan to work...
So he thinks
to answer your original...
that it might be the two ex-cons who live in our town, one of them being Mike. So let's go chat with Mike. Hey Mike, come here. He says he was with Susan that night, so he couldn't have been the killer. So let's go ask Susan. There's a lot of he said, she said in this mission. We're going to be going back and forth a lot. So let's go to Susan.
Don't you think that kind of... Mike?
And she confirms indeed she was banging Mike, so Mike's in the clear. Alright, Carlos, he's the other ex-con.
Hey. You...
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
And then blah, 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 Gabby says she saw our son near the scene of the crime, or he saw our son. She saw our son near the car that came. Two people turned up in a car.
Hey mom, what's up? That's a riddle. You know what's funny? Why would I lie to you? What other than you and his look?
He says that... What does he say? He says that he was with a girl. Let's talk with Bree.
Hello. What do I owe the... I assume you're not... I'm afraid you're... And you know exactly what? That was the night... Yes, I'm... I'm you... I sent your son... Yeah,
Do you seriously think the NPC could... Oh, you're...
Everyone has their own version of events for what happened. As you could see, that little cutscene was playing. It was showing what they thought happened. Okay, let's just talk with our son again.
About what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I know you're making that girl just... Well, she's...
Alright, well anyway, he says he saw Lynette at the scene. Okay, let's go to Lynette. Lynette, don't tell me you saw someone else.
That said,
Who knows?
yeah,
You know-
whoa. You can't,
Yeah.
I was looking
Okay, she said she saw Gabby at the scene. We've come full cycle now. Back to Gabby. Gabby, what were you doing there?
So, tell me, did you find out anything?
Okay, now this is really stupid. She says, actually yeah, she gave directions to the mysterious people in the car, to the house. She actually told them where to go to kill that person. And they even gave her their number. And she didn't think it important to give to the police. Anyway, we're going to call the number ourselves instead of handing it over to the authorities. It's just voicemail, but we recognize the guy. It's that well-dressed
This is Vincent.
guy who came to our house once. He denies it. Then we get a call from Trenchcoat guy. Turns out he's FBI, and he's kind of like tracing that mob boss guy. So we have all the elements of a good soap opera. We got FBI, we got the mob boss. I am lost now. Where do I go? Okay, we need to call Eric again.
So, you ready to be...
He's gonna meet us, and I made the wrong option.
So, because if you don't have the...
Okay, he wants to meet us on the green area here, because that's a very conspicuous hidden part of town.
Glad to see you made it. There's a number.
So he tells us a lot of interesting stuff. Apparently that mob boss used to be our lover. We just don't remember because we have retrograde amnesia. Not only that, he used to be our lover as well.
You're married. Take another look at that. That was long before. It's what I don't know.
And he gave us the locket. So we found out we had two lovers we don't remember. We call Frank.
Hello?
Tell him we've managed to find out some information. We think Vincent was the one who pulled the hit. Let's go meet with Frank at the town.
Glad to see you finally made it. So, what the Solis is? One thing we know for certain is that two people were up to committing murder. Sure, we have snow. I know. It doesn't have to. It was all right then.
Okay. I'm catching up to my PB. Alright, so not many missions left, not many days left.
There are people who...
Alright, so somebody put a slanderous poster up in town saying Danielle is easy, and everyone's accusing our son because he's one of the boys that lives in town. So let's check on our garden because there's some weird 25. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to kill them. Okay, so they don't get killed by this pest spray, so we need to deal with that as well. So there's a lot to do today. Let's have a look at the poster. It happens to be on the missing dog sign. So let's talk to Mike, because he's missing a dog.
Hey, this is Vincent.
And the mob boss actually calls us, and we're actually surprisingly calm about that.
Hey, can I help? And destroy. Sure.
So he says, well, his dog's missing, and he's pretty suspicious of Etta, the old lady. So let's go check on Etta. She's where? In the house.
Hello, can I help? Okay.
She actually can help us with our pest problem because she's got a special poison. And she has a very suspiciously large amount of poison in her house. I wonder why. Do you really need that much poison? So let's try out that poison then. Yeah, it's working. Oh, I killed my plants in the process. Let's go back to Etta. Oh, she's digging in the garden. Alright. Show her the bug. She might know about bugs.
That's good.
She says these bugs you can actually order on the internet. So someone actually ordered them to put in our garden. And there's a dog tag in her garden. Why is there a dog tag in her garden? Very suspicious. Actually, we can just confront her right now about the dog tag.
What now?
And yep, indeed, she's killing the neighborhood dogs because they dig around her garden. So she kills them and she buries them in her garden. And that's what all the poison is for.
Only the neck. If an animal, I know, but if you could find.
Okay, so let's talk with Frank because he knows about printers, I think, and maybe he knows how the poster was printed.
Well, or if you had, are you sure? Well, no, so talk.
Oh no, he can trace an email or something. I think I don't remember what goes on here. No, talk Danielle. Danielle. Ah, he says we can trace the handwriting, but we need to get handwriting samples of the kids in town because it might have been Danielle.
I'm still pretty pissed. He should be defend. All I'm saying is that help.
She says talk to Julie. Okay, let's talk to Julie. We'll ask Julie for a handwriting sample. So apparently we believe the handwriting is female handwriting. I don't know what the difference between female and male handwriting is. I don't know that. I don't think there's even such thing as that, but apparently it's. We could tell it's female.
I really didn't. That doesn't make sense. What?
And we talked to our son. We want a handwriting sample for him just to clear his name.
Mom, I told you. So, sure, Mom. You want me to write here?
So we get him to write that Danielle is easy again.
Mom, well, you think she...
Okay, somebody ordered those pests to put in our garden. Let's ask the mailman. Now we have the option of either having sex... No.
How are you today?
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
Are you?
Damn it. Okay, we have to have some quick sex with him. Alright, I wasn't meant to do that. I was meant to first talk to him. Now I can either have sex with him or bribe him, but bribing him is actually quicker. Alright, and he tells us where the pests were ordered from. And that teleported us away from Alison's house, so that was a time loss.
Hello, what's going on?
So she ordered the pests, we accuse her. And we have the option of sending her to jail for 8 years, because apparently those pests were illegally imported from Peru or somewhere. But we're not going to bother sending her to jail. What do I do now? Oh yeah, talk to the son. Because we have the FBI agent who was our ex-lover, and apparently he can do anything if we need it, so you can send her away. She's a kid as well.
So, have you figured out Allison? Is she going to stop? Thanks, Mom. You're blaming me? Well, okay, Mom. So...
The package should be on its way.
Alright, Vincent has put a package on our doorstep. Very suspicious, and we're actually going to open it. I don't recommend anyone do this. You should call your local authorities. I'm gonna open the package. If a person who killed your friend then leaves a package on your doorstep, and also put a knife in a poster in your house. But actually, the package reveals some interesting stuff. Turns out our husband fabricated our marriage after, the moment our amnesia came in. He's not really our husband.
In the meantime, you should. So why didn't you just?
But he's denying whatever it is we're calling him out on right now. Let's have a look in all of these things.
Hey, it's Susan.
Alright, so now the kind of like the crux of the plot is emerging. We need to talk to Etta because we need to give her spray back.
Now, if you ask, so tell me.
Oh, wrong option. Talk to her.
So tell me.
Okay.
What did you tell me? That's good to you. Oh, come on.
Apparently we're on friendly terms with her again, even though she kills all the dogs in the neighborhood. Okay, let's talk to Frank. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's really sad.
It's really nice of you to stop by. That's right, I do. Things are going just. I mean, but you came by here.
So we have the option to listening in on a phone call, but we're not going to do that. No point.
Here are your keys. Sorry. Hey, wait.
Frank tells us he's going away forever. He's not. He doesn't feel like he should remain in these suburbs. Makes sense. It's probably best for him to leave.
Jesus, look, I understand. But the only thing, don't worry about this. So the reason
All right, so we have to talk to our therapist. We have a lot to talk to him about. Cars, I'll.
Oh, hey there.
Well,
I'm surprised.
FBI guy happens to be there. All right, so.
Good afternoon. Of course.
I guess the FBI guy was going to the therapist because the doctor's not in. Is he?
Exactly.
Or it might be out. Our husband might be in.
Well, that's quite it. What are your intentions?
So if you could keep. Sure, of course.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I mean, he may have been going to the therapist. I think he might have said he had gone to the doctor. I'm not sure.
Strange. Anyway, is this?
And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if FBI guys need extensive therapy for a lot of things. Go home. At this point, I think I have to wait.
Hi, honey. It's me.
So.
This is you.
So we just need to wait
Hey, did you get that?
for the evening. Expect the unexpected. Okay, somebody is going to turn up for dinner tonight because the goal thing says that's what's going to happen. So we're going to cook when it lets us. What time can we cook? I think. Yeah, it is quite late, isn't it? Time freezes at 8, so we can cook our French toasts. So whoever's keeping track of the French toast count. Vanilla extract, salt. Give it a good stir. You have to stir quite fast to actually get that, to make it go fast. And it's Vinny, Vincent, the guy who killed our friend and is an all-around dodgy guy. And apparently we're now giving him dinner. Our son is not comfortable. Very reasonable. Our husband shows up and is like, what's going on? Why is he here? As he should be. Okay, we're about to start the final mission. And the plot really goes off the rails towards the end.
What the hell is in any
We might be on more record pace, actually. Alright, Vincent's shown up with a gun. He's holding everyone hostage. And he's telling us we have to choose a man to spend the rest of our life with. And we're actually entertaining this, so we're now interviewing each of the men. Vincent, FBI guy, and husband.
The only thing I was investigating for
and they're telling us what life will be like if we choose them. Now we have to go tighten the ropes.
Hey, come closer. Hey, okay, he seems to.
And the FBI guy tells us he has a gun in his ankle holster, so we should loosen his ropes a bit. So we do that. And then our son, being the complete idiot he is, reveals that the ropes are actually a bit loose.
I'm not an idiot.
Whoa, hey.
He gives us the gun and tells us to shoot someone, so we just decide who to shoot. And the obvious thing is to try and shoot Vincent, so let's just do that. And it was a blank and we were facing the wrong way. Okay, that was weird. And then we come up with a brilliant idea. Because we have our womanly charm, why don't we just have sex with Vincent?
Oh, he's gonna be pissed. Okay. So you're choosing air.
And our son is obviously uncomfortable with this, but let's go do that. And while they're busy, let's take his gun.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're
Brilliant plan.
playing around?
He fell for it. And now we've got the situation under control.
Back so soon. Yeah, what's the matter? You should have told us what. It's good to see you finally came to your senses.
And we're still in that underwear. I mean, we could have put a bathrobe on or something, but
Thank God that's over.
and the high heels, of
This
course.
is all your fault, Larson. If you hadn't been nosing around using my wife as a way to catch this crook, none of this would have ever happened. All right, calm down.
And that's world record by 44 seconds. I've only run this like three times, I think. So there's 4 endings. I don't think I've even tried the other endings, because when I skip through the dialogue I always accidentally click on the FBI guy. So we've chosen to spend the rest of our life with the FBI guy. Our son is not really happy with that. He seems a nice guy. He's a bit of a dork though. We've only met him like 2 days ago, and apparently we're deciding to even though he was our past lover, if you don't remember it, then it's a bit weird. But our housewife friends are all happy with that, so that's Desperate Housewives.
Alright, HexTree, congratulations, excuse me, on world record, and thank you so much for...
Thank you very much.
Whatever the hell I just 4 French toasts, 3 murders, and some extremely sus parenting when it comes to school relations later.
Yes.
That dog, or several.
Yep.
We have proven that video games are fun.
Absolutely.
And also, for once, we are actually a little bit ahead of schedule. So I'm going to go ahead, send it to the Be Right Back screen so I can get up, move around, stretch, hydrate, that sort of thing.
Yep.
If you've been watching this entire time, highly recommend you do so as well. Up next, we're going to have a Ape Escape double feature back-to-back. I'm going to have a slightly modified New Game Plus where we're using the water net on land, which is not how that works. And then we're going to have an Ape Escape regular any percent. Following that, I am going to have to dust off my randomizer skill so I can lose to Toma in a race. And then I get to go to bed. So, I will see you guys momentarily.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Again, thank you so much.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.